Is this thing on? Yep, it's on. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Judy O, aka Green Fire Motivation. The purpose of this channel is to empower you to take action and to take control of your life. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share this video with as many people as you can, because everyone needs some motivation in their lives. So, the question for today on Motivation Monday is, how do you take action? How do you take action? So, take a second to think about that question. How do you take action? Okay, so action, moving, doing something. That's action, okay? How do you take action? By practicing. You take action by practicing. So we practice how to eat. We practice how to sleep. We practice how to walk. We practice how to talk, right? We practice many things throughout our lives that we're not even conscious of. Subconsciously, children learn how to say their alphabets in the pre-K. Subconsciously, they learn how to say their numbers. And when I say subconsciously, it's like they're not realizing that they're learning through play. They are still learning. I always use the example of riding a bike, okay? If you want to learn how to ride a bike, you have to practice how to pedal. You have to practice how to hold the handlebars. You have to practice how to balance the bike. You have to practice how to stop the bike. You have to practice how to pick your feet up off the ground once you start pedaling, how to put them on the ground when you stop pedaling. So many things that we do subconsciously without thinking about it, because we practice those actions so many times. Now, I apologize to anyone who does not know how to ride a bike. I'm sorry. It's just an example, okay? So if you know how to ride a bike and you had to practice that, something that we should all begin intentionally doing is practicing taking action. Now, me personally, I've suffered from procrastination for many, many years. Why? Because I practiced procrastination. I practiced saying that I'm going to do this today, and then I sat and thought about it and thought about it and overthought about it, and then it just didn't get done. Several days, okay? That's a practiced habit. Procrastination is a practiced habit. Procrastination is a practiced habit. It comes from doing it over and over and over again. You think about it, you don't do something. You think about it, you don't do something else. You think about it some more, and you still don't do anything. So the question today is, how do you take action? By practice. So for example, if you're trying to become, and I'm going to use this because it makes perfect sense. If you're trying to become a better speaker, right? Now, I am an avid YouTuber, as in I watch everything that has to do with self-help, self-development on YouTube. YouTube University is my friend. And so if there's something that I want to work on as a speaker, then I simply go to YouTube and I actually search for whatever it is that I'm looking for. So say, for example, I've actually been working on not using filler words. I'm not sure if anybody knows what filler words are, but basically they're words that you use to fill in a space where there should be a silence or another word. So for example, if I were to say, I went to the store and I picked up some apples and then I talked to someone that was at the counter and so did you catch that? The filler words were and So really, instead of me saying and I should either take a pause or find a different word to use to fill in the silence. So those are filler words. One of the filler words that I hear a lot, y'all don't get mad at me, but one of the filler words that I hear a lot is like. So I went to the store and I was picking up the paper and I found $1 on the floor and woo. Come on, y'all. Now it's not anybody's fault that you use filler words. I didn't even realize how often I use them until I started watching actively my own videos. And so I'm intentionally looking for and using words that are not filler words. That is something that's intentional. So I actually found a video that actually helped me to become more intentional about not using filler words. So what am I doing, right? So the purpose of this video is how to take action, right? So you find a method and then you do it. That's how you take action. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you find a method that you believe is effective and then you act on it. Find a method, act. Find a method, act. In that order. Find a method, act. Find a method, act. In that order, every single time. Rinse and repeat. Find a method and act. That's basically the key. That's basically the key to practicing how to take action or learning how to take action. Once you find something that you can do, like for example, okay, so every so often I have to do some maintenance, right? So I had to do some maintenance. And what happened? I learned something. So when you nail a wooden, like I had to repair one of my steps. So the steps is wood. It's a wood staircase. So I found a video because I didn't know how to do it. Now some people know how to use a hammer and a nail. I'm not saying I didn't, but I needed to make sure that the issue with the wood in the step didn't happen again because the wood was rocking. So every time I stepped on it, it would move. So I went on YouTube. I found a video that showed how to put a nail in with a hammer properly to where the step wouldn't rock. So what did I do? I found a video. I took action. I found a video. I got the nail. I got the hammer. I got the wood. And I started banging away. Now, it took me a minute. Now, my arm is still sore. We ain't going to talk about it. Okay? So what did I do? I found a video, which was the method. I got the tools, which was the nail and the hammer, and then what? I took action. And this is what we have to do. Practice taking action. Practice taking action. So this is what you're going to do. Once you put this video down, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you want to do better, whatever it is that you're trying to push toward in order to become successful, find a method, get your tools together, and then take action. That is how you take action. You take action by practicing taking action. This has been another Motivation Monday with your girl Judy O, aka Green Fire Motivation. And I hope to see you guys really soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll see ya.